Hello everybody and welcome back for another episode of Medieval Dynasty. Today we're going to build out our hunter's cottage, probably right over here, because we ended our last episode with taking out a boar right in this area, and we have another one back here. We've also seen lots of deer and lynx, rabbits. There's another boar over there running at lightning speed. But there's been quite a few game animals right in this area. So it seems like a pretty good bet to have a hunting cabin established over here. Alright. I don't know if our skills are getting better or if our aim's getting better. We're using less spears, it feels like, to take out a boar. Alright, we have another boar right over here. Like I said in one of the first episodes, don't be afraid to overhunt, because rotted food gets you a way to make fertilizer early on. So if you've got easy hunting like this, and it's right next to your town, do not hesitate. They respawn. Plus the boars are aggressive, you know, you don't really want them right next to your village anyways. So it's definitely something good to harvest. Eat one more. Alright, topping off our food there. And we'll drop off more food. Make sure that we're keeping our villager fed. Looks like he's got plenty of it, but in fact he does. For now, we're gonna drop our other food in here. So they should eat different stuff too, by the way. They won't just eat the roasted meat. They'll eat the cabbage. They'll eat the berries. I'm not sure exactly how the priority's set on that stuff, but they grab what they need. I do want to double check. Still shows his mood's about in the same spot. In theory, the way to improve that is to start improving the beauty of our village. Alright, let's see. Oops, buildings. Hunting. We need 6 logs to start off our hunting lodge. That is 2 spruce trees, or a maple and a birch. Here is a nice maple right here. This time we're just gonna put together our workspace for our next villager ahead of time and get that all taken care of. I always feel like kind of your next 5 buildings after your first 5, you're pretty focused on utility. You don't add as many villagers so much as you add additional production buildings, and then you end up adding people over time to work all those jobs. So it's not something continuous per se. It's kind of something that you've got to adapt over time. Alright, so we got some open space right here. Seems like a good enough spot to put our hunting lodge. Building, hunting lodge. Alright, that'll work right there. Now, let's see here. We need a lot more logs, and we need sticks. So we're definitely just going to work off a lot of these logs that are right here next to it. Why make our life more difficult than it needs to be? I guess I deposited all that straw, so I'll have to run over and grab that, but stones. Getting us our sticks that we need too. Log, log. Where did the other one go? Stuck somewhere? It might have bugged and gone flying. That does seem to be the most common bug right now. And it's odd to me because it didn't used to exist, but trees and yourself around trees tend to have a problem with flying randomly. Not sure why. Like that, we just had the tree decide to stack back on itself. Not sure why. Start getting this built. It's just a simple little hunting lodge. I tried giving them a bow and arrow before. They didn't use it. And I just had their talent as a spear. So I don't know if there's a way to make them more effective with a bow and arrow, or if you can only use a spear. We'll look at that a little bit. Need more sticks. Okay. Sticks, sticks. Yeah, there's another wall done. I guess we might as well. Did we break our axe? We broke our axe and I actually deposited my stones. Alright. Well, there's a stone. And there's a stone. That was easier than normal. And then we just need enough sticks. Oh, it's stone. But these were sticks. It's like the opposite problem that I had when I was playing New World. Things that looked like they were more interesting than bushes. Or just bushes. And in this, things that look mundane enough to just be little bushes are not bushes at all. They're just part of the scenery. Alright, let's make another axe. We got enough sticks, just need more logs. I am pretty impressed with the rate at which our first villager is collecting lumber. I definitely want to keep him happy. Oh, we should double check that he has enough tools. But I definitely don't want him going anywhere. Because that will support a lot of villagers. And we're gonna need 2 more logs. Let's see, no damage to our building or anything, no damage to us. Oh good, it fell off. Sometimes though you don't get the logs back. They decide to stay up there. Add a log there. Add a log there. And then we need to go get 32 straw. Straw. Okay, 32. And you can see by the fact, you know, that like the guy wasn't even here and he was still collecting. You don't have to worry about these being too close to your town because they still collect. For your own sake, I don't recommend putting them too far away because buildings get damaged over time and damaged buildings are less effective. So if you put them all over the place, you're going to have to run around. Oh, there's our missing log. Got stuck up in the building somehow. Alright, so barrel. I use salt like meat and fish. There's a workbench here for crafting bows and arrows. And then just a standard chest. Now when they gather stuff, it's not going to store here. It's going to get stored back in our main food storage. So we're going to double check here. We're going to go to hunting. Yeah, workshop. You'll see that a hunting lodge takes 2. And if we look at this, so they need a knife. And that's what their tool is. It looks like that's all they need, is they just need the knife. But there's 2 slots available. One is for foraging and one is for hunting. And so the foraging, they'll collect mushrooms, they'll collect berries. They can collect like the herbal remedies. It just depends on what you need for the time of year. We need stones. The only thing, and we'll see if they've changed it in this latest update, but the only thing that's a little annoying about it is as the seasons change, the harvested goods that you can actually harvest change. So, you know, one season you can harvest mushrooms, and then the next season you can harvest berries. And that's fine and all, but you then have to adjust the production queue of that building every single year, or every single season, excuse me. So it's 3 stones. If that's what they need for a tool, we're definitely going to want a couple of them. Trying to find more stones here. Always a challenge hunting around. Rock. If I had a pickaxe, I could break that apart. Can we make a stone pickaxe? We can. Let me find one more stone then. And we're going to make a stone pickaxe. And we're going to get rocks that way. I'll collect that broadleaf plantain. There's stones. Let's make a pickaxe. I think this is also new, or fairly new. I think it might have existed last time I played, but not the first time I played. So I didn't realize it was a thing. Am I doing anything? No. This is a little confusing. What type of rock is a rock? That we can harvest. Well, we had the ones over here, right? How about this one? No. This one is. One limestone, 2 stone. Not as efficient as I thought it was going to be for gathering stone. It's like one of the main things that's getting us is limestone, which we haven't gotten otherwise, but we also don't currently have an use for it. That just got us 1 stone. Yikes. This is definitely another thing that you can have a villager assigned to do. They'll gather stone and they'll gather clay. There is clay in certain parts that are easy to collect, but it's on the other side of the river. So it's actually kind of nice to just have a villager collect it for you. I know there's also mines up in the mountains where you get like iron and stuff like that, and that's another thing I actually haven't gotten to in the game. So that'll be another fun thing to explore when we get there. I actually haven't found the mines yet before. And we're carrying too much. Okay, well, I guess that got us a few stone. I feel the need to pick up more stones now because they've been such a pain. We'll get this stuff turned in. And we're going to need to go find ourselves another villager. Because we've already got the hunting lodge. Oh, we need to make knives. That's what we need to make. I totally forgot what we were working on. That's the whole point of gathering stone. We try and make a couple just like we did with the axes. Hopefully it lasts a little while for them and we don't have to kind of babysit it. Just trying to create a stopgap until we have apparently the smithy and not the workshop. You know, can have someone building this stuff for us. Alright, so stone knife. Put 4 of them in there. We got 1 left. We're going to drop off the pickaxe, the hammer, the hoe. Broadleaf plantain, feather, the limestone. What does that say it's used for? Type of building material mined from rocks can be used for, oh, insulating stone walls. Okay. I remember that coming up because I finally built a stone house last time. And I totally forgot what it was used for, but I do remember that now. Okay, we actually have a ton of spears. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's a lot. It's a good portion of our weight. Oh, we got 5 pounds of meat on us. The stones are kind of heavy too. Well, whatever. That's okay. We're just going to recruit somebody. Let's check our map really quick. Oh yeah, we do have the quest up here to do, so let's go turn on this quest first, actually. Because, well, maybe we'll just recruit somebody in that village. That would work. There's another boar. Might as well, let's use up some spears. Kept the knife on us, so no reason we can't harvest as we go. Did we drop a spear? No, we just lost one. Okay, that drops our weight a little bit. I'm not going to go after deer, because they are such a pain. I don't know how they're more resilient than boars, but... Oh, and you can see he has now built his palisade walls, so we got him all the logs he needed, and this town did actually improve. I like that. I'm glad to see that. Alright, go right in here, see what our quest is. Oh, delivering the water skin, that's right. Leather? We gotcha. Oh. We actually have to hunt deer and boar. Okay. Well, we brought our spears with us. So let's go back on the hunt. Too bad we already got that boar. That would have been one of them right there. Did see some deer walking up here. I just saw movement. Maybe it was a small animal though. There's a deer right there. And this is why boars are easier to hunt. Dang it. Where did it go? Just see it over here. There we go. That was literally all of our spears broken. On one deer. A little ridiculous, but what can you do? It will get better with a bow and arrow. Which maybe we should buy those plans pretty soon. Hopefully these 3 spears will be enough. Hopefully we didn't lose track of him. Or I guess it was a doe. Shoot. Doesn't have any spears in her to track either. She's running back and forth through these berry bushes. There she is. Oh, there's a boar too. That would be way easier. Let's get some more spears. These lynx are way more peaceful than I expected. I definitely expected them to be at least like the foxes, where they come and charge you once you've thrown a spear at them. Alright, this will get us back up to 6 spears. Maybe we can finally get this doe down. Finally. And then we've got one more. We've got a boar over here, so that'll go. That'll get us our second thing that we need. Oh boy. You are close. Geez, oi. I mean, it wasn't perfect aim on my part, but wow. That was a lot. All right. We've got our leather now. Run this back to her. See, is she outside of town? No, looks like she's just over here somewhere. Oh, she's right there. Okay, now his water skin's repaired. We can bring it back to him. That's why we wanted to get that done first. Oh, let's actually look at the fire here. I meant to do that. See who we have. All right, so you're an okay hunter. The person at this town was really good, though. Are you 3 on anything? You are 3 on survival, which would be gathering. You're 22. All right. So let's get her assigned to a house. And then we're going to assign her to the hunting lodge. And we're going to assign her as a gatherer. Because that is her skill set. And then we're going to update our work queue. So you can see there's the hunting stuff. And then there's the gathering stuff of berries, mushrooms, plantains, all that kind of stuff. So right now we're generating berries. If I try and put work into mushrooms, you'll see there's nothing being generated because it's not the right season for mushrooms. She can pick plantains. Oops. And she could pick some of this as well. We're not going to put too much work into those. We're going to put pretty much all of our work into gathering the berries. So she'll gather a ton of berries, and that'll be fine. And then when seasons change, we'll switch her to gathering mushrooms. And then our hunting skill's a 2 as well, so it's really not too bad. Okay, she is actually walking back towards our village, I think. Yep, she's going the right way. I'm going the wrong way. Alright, so the warnings went away. The game finally realized that we have food there for her. And that we have firewood put aside. Do we have any plantains? No. Alright, I'm going to make the run back to town to turn in this quest. And I will see you when we get there. So I actually changed my mind, decided we'd stop off here and go ahead and build one more house, because we actually have another work slot in the form of a hunter right now. And there was that one dude that was really, really good. All right, got another house up. All right, we are getting back into approaching Gustovia. We can go find Alwyn here. Oh, I keep accidentally pressing F. That's why it's complaining about no torch and slot. Go find Alwyn here and get his water skin back to him. Looks like he might just be inside the tavern. That's nice and easy. Oh, he was inside the tavern. There you are. I got it, buddy. Let's see. Sword didn't have the leather to repair, so I had to hunt down some wild animals for supplies. Nothing special. Oh, that's right. Okay, his story, eventually we help him learn how to hunt, get him a bow, all that kind of stuff. Alright, let's check our journal really quick. We have to return for this one. We have to wait for the next day to talk to him. Oh, we get 20 onion seeds. That's new and solid. Maybe that's why I made onions last time, actually. I wonder if maybe that was not new. Wait for further events there. And we have 3... Oh, that's a boar. Man, I thought that said that we had to go hunt bear. And I was like, whoa, that's really early to hunt bear. Boar. I'm glad that was boar. So foxes. Foxes will be next. Alright, so let's see. We got 3 people here to recruit. You are really good survival. We already got really good survival. You are super good at extraction, diplomacy. You're okay at hunting. Okay, let's let our stamina build back up a little bit. You guys look like twins almost with different colored hair. Just because you have the same haircut. You're 2s, 2s, and 2s. Alright, so she's good at extraction. And she's good at diplomacy. I imagine diplomacy is used to run the store eventually. And she's okay at hunting. So we could actually recruit her. Because what we could do, let's double check this guy over here. Yeah, you only have survival, and we already got someone for survival. We could recruit her because we could build the extraction shed as one of the next things. And perfect. We could build the extraction shed and use her to go collect stone and clay. But for now, we're going to assign her this house right here. And you saw a condition on that house. We actually need to, we could assign her to the workshop. I think we're going to do hunting lodge though. And we'll assign her as a hunter. So we're at 9 out of 10 buildings. We can only make 1 more building. And I think since we can only make 1 more building, our next building to make is a tavern. The tavern is going to let us cook meals and eventually assign someone to do cooking there. I'm not sure if the upgraded taverns are enclosed. That's one of the goofy things about the tavern to me, is that it's not enclosed on most of the sides, so it's not exactly a warm place in the winter to gather. I mean, there's a nice big fire in there, but you're not retaining any heat when you're open on 3 sides like this. Taverns in town all are enclosed on 4 walls. So I don't know if that's just like the largest size of tavern, or if they just have a different tavern model. Because there's no option to like upgrade this wall, for example. Alright, so now we got the tavern. You can see we got a couple of tables in here. You know, this should increase the happiness, I think, a little bit of the villagers. And then we can start making spoons and bowls and things like that and placing them on the table here. And that will help give some decoration score, so to speak. And that should also help improve their moods. So the one quest to go turn in the previous village where we are helping the couple out. So that's left to do. And then we have one additional quest in that upper village that we haven't gone to. And then we also need to hunt foxes. Advantage of going to that upper village is we might actually see some foxes. Disadvantage is we might also see some wolves. And we might die. Thanks, and have a good one.